Hi, my name's Randy Morey with the Fairfax County Animal Shelter, and I'm the Behavior and Enrichment Specialist here at the shelter. We're developing a new program to try and help volunteers work with the dogs, learn a little bit more about dog training, and the program ultimately is we're trying to figure out, or at least get a benchmark of the trainability of the shelter dogs in this environment and what kind of impact that has on the adoptability and rate of return of the dogs that are adopted here from the shelter. All right, so one of the first things that we want to teach our dogs is the concept of the marker system. Being able to communicate with the dog, and we use food. I like to have the dog off leash because I don't like to control the leash, the dog with the leash. I have food in my hand. All I'm going to do is say yes and release the food for the dog to consume. I'll take another treat, put it in front of the dog. If the dog is motivated, I can maneuver the dog around. When I'm ready, yes, and I release the treat. So the concept of the marker is say the word first, then release the treat for the dog to eat. Again, food, I maneuver the dog around a little bit. Yes, I release the treat. Another piece of food, move it around. Yes, release the treat. So what we're doing is we're classically conditioning the dog to hearing the marker yes, and then anticipating the reception of the food. Once it's classically conditioned, then the dog has an involuntary response to that word yes. Basically, the marker will now mean yes means the dog will anticipate food, and he's going to already have a good feeling inside. Yes. So once we have that classically conditioned and my dog is not responding to me doing different things, I could actually say yes and then reward him. And he knows he could be looking somewhere else, and he'll know and he'll turn to receive the food. So the first behavior we're going to teach is eyes, our focus work. I have treats in each hand. All I'm going to do is have several treats in each hand. I'm going to close my fists, put them in front of the dog's nose, pull them apart. When he looks at me, yes, and then I'm going to feed one or two treats out of that hand. I reset, put my hands in front of the dog's nose, wait for him to settle. Yes. And then go through the process again. Again, he doesn't have to sit. All he has to do is be concentrating and want to work for the food. Yes. If he tends to stare at one hand more than the other, and he gives me eye contact, yes. So if he was staring at my left hand, I would feed him from the right after I marked the behavior. If he was looking at my right hand before he looked at my eyes, I would feed him with the left. So again, I'm ignoring the jumping behavior because that's not the behavior I want, so he can't earn anything from the jumping. Yes. The next behavior we're going to teach is what he just did there, is a sit. And basically it comes from showing the food, luring him. So he's standing. Once he's in that standing position, I just have my hand in front. All I'm going to do is lift the treat up and away from his head. Yes. So if you notice, I said yes while I was completely still before I went to feed him. Yes. So our marker yes means Quincy's doing what we want, and now he can be released from the behavior. Yes. That's why I step back. So he actually breaks the sit and learns that he no longer needs to hold it. Yes. Once he understands, and he's doing this at least 4 out of 5 repetitions, I can now add the verbal cue. So I'll say the word first, sit, then I'll give the physical cue, the lifting of the hand, as soon as he sits. So I don't want him laying down, I want him to sit. Boop, boop. Yes. So I have to make sure I time it before he starts to lay down. He's a little tired today. Sit. Yes. Sit. Yes. So I'll jackpot him that one, meaning I'll give him several treats in a row, simply because he was struggling and he was excited earlier and wasn't cooperating. Sit. Yes.
Yes.
Nice. That was really nice.
This is too small.
It's okay.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Good girl. Slide. Yes.
Nice.
Whoops. Yes.
Uh-huh.
Good.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
Okay. And eye contact.
Yes. And then that was real quick eye contact. It was a
yes.
glance. Yes. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Try it. So a couple in each
Sister.
hand. Yeah. There you
Sister.
go.
No.
No, so don't, no other feedback,
No
just
other
wait for the
feedback?
eye
Okay, okay.
contact. Yeah,
Oops. Sister. Me too. Yes. I don't know which one she looked.
that's okay. Yeah, that's close enough. Just do it again right away. Hands together, reset.
Yes.
Uh-huh. And that should have been the other hand, but that's okay.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Yes.
Uh-huh. And one more. on. Just stand perfectly still. So no more
Oh,
movement
sorry.
yet.
Okay, we do it over.
Yeah. So once you get set, don't move at all. Wait for her to just look at you.
Yes. This one.
Oh, did she look at you?
She did. For a
Okay.
second.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, just be careful if it's pawing.
Oh, don't let
Close
her
with.
do.
If she's looking at you and pawing, you don't want her to be pawing.
So just
so
that
you're.
contact. Okay.
Yeah. So if you say yes when she's pawing, and although
Oh,
she's looking
shoot,
at
I'm
you, you're
confused.
rewarding the
Yes.
pawing as well.
Okay.
So just say yes to the eye contact.
Yes.
And you can stand up a little bit taller. There you go. No voices? Just wait.
Yes.
Yeah, so you're trying to yes after she glances, so by the time you said yes, she was already looking
Has
at
to
your
be
hand
really
again.
fast.
Yeah, so,
Okay.
so and then if you're too close, so if it's here, you just have to make sure the hand stays within the alignment here. So if I'm here, she's gonna say, oh, she gives it to me easier. Sister. Yes. No, it is. Yes. Yes.
Oh, wow. Now you're the trainer.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
So now we're going to go right into the sit. So it's basically getting her to move
Okay.
forward. And watch Sue. All I'm going to do is I'm going to step back, stop, lift my hand. Yes. Okay. And she didn't even grab the treat, so she may be getting a little full.
Oh,
So go ahead and call her.
Sister.
Stop, lift,
Yes.
and step back and lower. Nice, perfect. Do one more. Not a
Okay.
piece of food right away.
Yes.
Nice.